The Battle of Troy. Long ago, in a city with golden walls called Troy, lived a young prince named Paris. He was known for his shiny tunic and his kind heart. One day, Paris met Queen Helen, the most beautiful woman in the world, and they decided they wanted to be best friends forever. Together, they traveled to the grand gates of Troy. However, this journey was the start of a great adventure that would bring heroes from far-off lands together to try and bring Helen back to her home. Across the sea, King Menelaus and his brother Agamemnon were very surprised. They wanted Helen to come home, so they called upon all the brave people of Greece. They gathered hundreds of ships with white sails that looked like clouds on the blue water. Menelaus and Agamemnon looked at the horizon with determination. "We must cross the sea and show our courage," said Menelaus as he adjusted his red cape. Together, the ships set sail in a long line that reached as far as the setting sun. Among the Greeks traveled the strongest hero of all, Achilles. When he was just a baby, his mother, the nymph Thetis, took him to a magical river to make him invincible. Thetis dipped little Achilles into the silver water, but she held him carefully by his heel. The magic water made his skin as tough as a giant's shield, except for that tiny part of his foot that didn't get wet. Achilles grew up to be the fastest and bravest warrior in the world. Achilles was not alone in his training. His best friend, Patroclus, was always with him. Together, they practiced with bronze shields that shone like mirrors under the beach sun. Patroclus admired Achilles' speed, and Achilles valued his friend's kindness and advice. "A hero is not just strong," Patroclus would say. "He must also know when to be gentle." This friendship gave them both the courage they needed to face any challenge before the walls of Troy. Inside the city of Troy, Prince Hector prepared to protect his home. His father, the elderly King Priam, watched him with great pride from his carved wooden throne. Hector was a warrior who loved peace, but he knew his duty was to care for the children and families of his city. He put on his feathered helmet and his blue cape, becoming the great defender who kept Troy safe from any danger outside. One day, Achilles and Hector met face to face in a duel that everyone would remember forever. It was not a fight of anger, but a test to see who was the bravest of all. The two heroes ran so fast that the wind whistled around them. Their shields crashed together with a sound as loud as thunder. In the end, they both showed that even if they were on different sides, respect and honor between warriors is what makes them true legends. The war lasted a long time, and everyone was tired. Then, the clever Odysseus had a brilliant idea. He called a talented carpenter named Lignus to build something no one could imagine. "We will use wood from the tallest pine trees," Odysseus said with a smart smile. They worked day and night, cutting and joining pieces until they created the figure of a giant horse. It was so big it reached the branches of the trees, and it was hollow inside like a little house. The next morning, the Trojans woke up and saw that the Greek ships had gone. In their place, in front of the city gates, stood the enormous wooden horse. Princess Cassandra looked at the gift with great doubt, but a young man named Sinon assured them that the Greeks had left it as an offering of peace. The Trojans, happy that the fighting was over, decided to bring the horse inside their walls to celebrate with a big party. When the moon was high and everyone in Troy was fast asleep, a small secret door opened in the horse's belly. Surprise! Odysseus and King Menelaus climbed down silently on a silk rope. They weren't looking to fight, but to open the city gates so their friends could come in and end the war once and for all. Thanks to Odysseus's cleverness, the plan worked perfectly, and the trick of the horse became the most famous story in history. As the sun rose, peace reigned once more between the two peoples. Helen and Menelaus held hands to return to their home, and the heroes of Troy and Greece were remembered for their immense courage. The city of Troy remained etched in everyone's memory as a place of the brave. All these stories of honor and cleverness were kept forever in the story chest, reminding us that even in the biggest battles, the most important thing is the courage and wit of heroes.
El cofre de los cuentos.